Whenever you're hungry, lean onto my chest. I will feed you the milk I provide through my breast. You live in my waters. You are never neglected. Since you are one of mine, you are always protected. You swam through my waters. As you got to the egg, I took off your tail and replaced it with legs. And for those 9 months, I was keeping you warm. As you laid in my waters, your body was formed. Then the water would break. You took your first breath. Then I fed you the milk that came out of my breast. But there is one more thing that I need you to know. You are always my baby, no matter how big you grow.
Before you walked on land, you were a fish in Yemoja's waters. Your body is filled with her breast milk, so she'll always be a part of you. She controls the top half of the waters in the ocean. As you swim to her surface, your fins turn into arms and your tail turned into legs. When you were ready for land, she used her tail, creating the biggest wave to push you out of the water. The surface of the water is her vagina that you came out of. When you first came out of her waters, it was very uncomfortable. You couldn't walk or talk, but you knew how to suck on her breast milk. She provided enough breast milk to last you throughout your human lifetime. The love Yemoja has for you is nurturing and protective. She used your birth mother as a vehicle to express her love to you. Your grandmother, aunt, or any other mother figure is used as well. Have you ever heard a woman say, "I dreamt of fish last night"? That means someone close to them is pregnant. The same way dolphins use sonar to send signals, Yemoja uses her sonar to send signals letting the family know that you're on your way. Being one with your Yemoja energy, you'll experience many transformations/deaths. Throughout your human experience, no matter if you're male or female, as you become a parent, you'll take on her energy. If you're a mother, you'll take on her nurturing and protective energy for your babies. As a father, you'll take on her protective energy, not just for the babies, but also a protector for the mother of the babies. We're going to go over 2 of Yemoja's energies that are within you: transformation/death and protective instance. Let's first start with transformation/death. Usually when we think of death, we think about it in a negative way. This is another form of transformation. You've died many deaths before coming out of the womb, and you'll die plenty more deaths before going back to the tomb. Those deaths are the process of your transformation. Each transformation/death can be very scary because you're entering the unknown. You were once a sperm cell living inside of your father's testicles. This once was your life. As you adapted to that life, you became comfortable. Up to that point, the environment is all you knew. Then one day, your father would mate with your mother. You were forced out of the environment that you've grown accustomed to just to enter a new environment. From the bottom area of your father, you were inserted into the bottom area of your mother. You were entering the unknown. Your Olokun controls the unknown. That's why in the picture above, you'll see her at the bottom. She controls the bottom half of the ocean. The bottom of your father and mother is where the transformation took place. Olokun controls the bottom of the ocean, where that transformation took place between your parents. Your Olokun guides you to the egg. You and 999,000 others will enter the tube, but you're one of the 200 that will make it to the egg. As each one of you is trying to get through, Yemoja is watching from the other side. She'll make her decision of which one she'll choose to let through. She handpicks the one who she feels is the most capable of taking on this human experience. When she made her final decision, she chose you. You are her chosen one. Out of 400,000, you were the most qualified. Beating out the others means you received your first victory before your human body was even formed. As you were pulled through the egg, you were going through another transformation/death. Just like the last transformation/death, this one is also scary. Now you're entering a new life, but this time, you're all alone. The other 400,000 cannot come with you. As you make it through, Yemoja is waiting for you with open arms. From there, you'll lay in her warm waters as your body transforms. As you develop arms, legs, organs, skin, hair, and facial features, you're going through another transformation/death. Your form has changed permanently, and you'll never be able to go back to what you once were. Once your life is completed in the womb, that's when your next transformation/death takes place. This time, the bottom of the ocean and the top waters collide as Yemoja and Olokun assist you through your transformation/death. The bottom of the ocean is the vagina, and the top part of the waters is where you exit. The ocean floor had to rise to push you out of the water. As you enter this new world, the last one is gone forever. This one is very scary. Now you're making the transition of breathing water to breathing oxygen. Once you took the first breath, you are no longer a water breather. As the umbilical cord is cut, your food supply will now enter through your mouth and not your stomach. Now receiving food requires effort on your part as you suck the milk that's provided to you through your mouth. That's one thing you don't have to be taught. You already know how to do it. Your body is filled with 70% water, the same as the earth is 70% water. The water that you are made of is the Yemoja that lives within you, along with the other water Orishas, but Yemoja covers the largest areas. From infant to old age, you'll receive plenty of transformation/deaths. Growth, aging, and maturity are some, just to name a few. Growth. You'll go through the stages of infancy, toddler, childhood, teen, young adult, middle age, and old age. As you reach each stage, your body will go through changes that can't naturally be reversed. Aging. Every 11 months, something changes about your appearance. Our hair will start off as its natural color until our body can no longer produce chlorophyll. Then our hair starts to turn white or gray. As our hair follicles clog, some of us will go bald. Our skin will loosen as it takes on blemishes and wrinkles. Our physical appearance can take on certain natural reversals depending on what you put in your bodies. But there are certain reversals that we can never go back to. Maturity. From infancy to old age, we'll encounter many levels of consciousness as each one gets higher and higher. No matter how young some of us may try to act, as we become older, our levels of consciousness is instilled inside of us. As you take your last breath of air, as a human, you'll enter a transformation/death called the spiritual realm. Just like the other two forms of life you live, as a water breather and an air breather, the spiritual realm also has its own levels of transformation/death. Now let's get into protective instincts. When you are in your Yemoja energy, protective instincts is something that's inside of you. Let's say you have a spouse and 2 children. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. That Yemoja energy is still within you. Let's go over some examples of the mother and father's protective instincts. We'll start off with the mother's side. A mother establishes a bond with her baby before birth. Their relationship starts when the baby is still in the womb. The father's relationship with the baby starts at birth. Now, back to our example. If you're a female, then picture yourself as the mother. If you're a male, then picture yourself as the husband. You have 2 children and a husband. Being one with your Yemoja energy, your first thoughts were survival before having children. You made sure you found a husband who was capable of taking care of his fatherly and husbandly duties. As the 2 of you had children, you took care of the nurturing of the babies. You made sure the babies were fed, diapers were changed, and you showered them with hugs and kisses. When they had nightmares in the middle of the night, you came to the rescue. You comfort them until they fall back to sleep. If an emergency occurred, you would make sure your babies eat, even if you don't eat. If anyone came to harm your babies, you would risk your life to save theirs. During times of intimacy with your husband, If your baby started crying, you would end the intimacy session and tend to your baby. Your husband wasn't happy, but in your Yemoja energy, your first thought was your baby. Now let's get into an example from the father side. If you're a male, then picture yourself as the father. If you're a female, then picture yourself as the wife. As a father in your Yemoja energy, you provide protection. You also provide protection through your Ogun and Shango energy as well. What separates her from Ogun and Shango is the protective energy that you have through her comes in the form of teaching. Some examples are teaching your daughter how to change a tire just in case she gets a flat. Showing your son how to unclog a garbage disposal by sticking the end of a broomstick in the drain and moving it around until it works again. Or teaching your wife how to use a gun just in case you're not around and an intruder breaks in. As a father in your Yemoja energy, you enjoy teaching your family how to survive just in case you're not around to do certain things. Every time you fix something around the house that's beneficial to your family, you feel heroic, like a hero that just saved the day. As a father in your Yemoja energy, you will get up and go to a job that you hate just to make sure your children and wife have the things that they need. Sometimes at night, when everyone is sleeping, you'll look around at your children, your wife, and your environment, then smile knowing that everyone is okay. In your Yemoja energy, your protective instance is more about teaching than fighting.